get and I stumble to the kitchen, pour myself a cup of ambition and yawn and stretch and try to come to life. Jump in the shower and the blood starts pumping. Out on the streets the traffic starts jumping with folks like me on the job from 9 to 5. Working 9 to 5, what a way to make a living, barely getting by.
Evening, everyone. First of all, I want to thank you all for attending this meeting on very short notice. Today, we'll be discussing some of the issues that our employees have been facing for the past year. And we have also sent out some, a document to all the employees that works in the sales department of Extreme Marketing. And based on the results that we have found, many persons are not fully aware of what their job title is or their job function within the department. With that said, we will be coming up with, different measures on how to fix the issues as well. And based on the sales for the past year, we have realized a significant drop. It has affected the employees' performance. It has affected the business on a whole. So what we would like to do is to look at from the employee's vantage point to see what we are not doing or what we need to do in order to improve on providing good or feedback rather to all employees. All right. Now, first of all, I want to start with Miss Jarrett. Miss Jarrett, what I want you to do is to explain to me what do you think a performance feedback and appraisal is?
Okay, no problem. So for my performance feedback, I would say performance feedback, I normally would use this as an ongoing interaction with my team members as myself, where I would give some information about how they are working. The feedback they normally get is important for my team because with the receival of regular guidance, this guides them with the knowledge of where the room for improvement is needed. And one thing I actually see working for my team is that when they're getting the feedback, they try to encourage each other and to help one another as best as they can to get everyone on the same page. For the performance appraisal, I normally give this to my team on a 3-month regular basis, the evaluation to track each person's level of performance, as well as giving adequate feedback. The performance guide my team members to show where they're tracking their weakness, as well as to show where their strengths lies.
Okay. I see. Thank you very much for that. So, we normally send out a specific document that you should keep in your documents folder, which is the performance appraisal. That document, and that's supposed to be used every 3 months by the supervisor on your team to track the employees' performance, to provide them with feedback. Are you using that tool, and how are you using that tool?
Yes, I actually use that tool on a regular basis. When using the tool, it allows me to give adequate information, receive adequate information from my supervisors to show where the team members are, how they are doing, as well as where they see fit, where some room for improvement and growth can be done.
Okay. All right, thank you very much. I'll be coming back to you in a few for some more questions, Miss Jarrett, but thank you.
You're welcome.
Miss Gayla, how are you doing this evening?
I'm doing well. How about you?
You look well.
Thank you.
I'm well. Gayla, what I want to know is, that there are different techniques that you should observe when providing a positive feedback with your team. I want to know the techniques that you, Gayla, use when you're providing positive feedback. So, other persons can learn from that as well, because your team has been doing fairly well for the year. So go ahead and share.
All right. Thank you, Jody. So, for me, I oversee supervisors and a team on a monthly basis because, as you know, I'm the manager there in my department. So for me, I try to be concise with sharing information with my team members and also my supervisors. For me, as a manager, I think before I act. So I think how things, I think of other person's feeling, how it would affect them. Will it affect them in a negative way or a positive way? So when I'm going to speak to someone, I think about their feelings first before I approach them. So when I am through with them, it doesn't leave any form of conflict among us. So we can perform and do our work at our uttermost best. Also, I analyze things before I go to my team members, and I'm a person that loves to bring solution rather than focus merely on the problem. So when I'm going to them, I sit and I said, all right, I'm going about this problem, but I don't want to put the problem up front. I want to put the solution. So I want to let them know this is what we're going to do to solve the problem going forward. So I try to always put clarity on solving problems at all times in the best way that I can. I also, when I'm going to my employees and I have meeting with them, I call meeting most time because, as a team, and we're performing well. The reason for that, I try to do open discussions. When I do open discussions, it allows my team members to express their feelings. So, how they're feeling if something is not going right, what they think we should do as a team to resolve that issue. So I have open discussions so they can share their own opinion, not me only saying do, but I want to hear what they think other than me thinking for them. So we put ideas and thoughts together and we work together as a team. And I try to address situations as soon as possible. As they come, I eat them. I don't wait until they pile up together because I try to address issues one thing at a time. So that is what I do for my team. And in doing that, I realize when I do that, it works out very good. So I would advise managers to try and just get rounded with their team members and their supervisors and get acquainted. And most of all, think about the tone when you're going to them, because different tone can allow persons to react to you in different ways. Because you may think it's something positive, but your tone of voice to the person that you're speaking with, it comes off as a negative impact. So think about your tone when you're approaching persons and try to be respectful in the best way that you can.
Thank you very much for those points, Miss Gayla.
Jody,
Yes, go ahead.
yes.
Natoy, I was coming to you in a Natoy because I wanted to ask you a specific question. I'm so glad that you called me up. Go ahead.
Yes. for me, right, I have constant one-on-one sessions with my staff, right? You know, I meet with them to find out how are they doing, their issues and concerns. And, you know, this meeting, based on the feedback that you got from them, you know, is that, you know, we are giving them little to no feedback. But when I have meeting with them and I ask them, guys, do you have any issues? It's like, you know, no, they don't have any issues. So
Okay.
in cases like those, I mean, me as a supervisor, right? I am asking them for the issues and they are not saying anything. So how am I going to help them to resolve those issues?
Okay. I understand, and that is a very important question, and I'm so glad that you asked that, because based on the survey that we have conducted and the results show that, you know, it makes you supervisors might seem as if you're not doing your job, right? So I get it. So you're saying that you do the feedback, but you're not getting a feedback from them, from what I
Correct.
understand.
Correct.
Okay. It is often been found that supervisors might rate most of their employees on a narrow range, and sometimes this fails in distinguishing the significant differences, and also whether the employee actually performed on a good level or a bad level. One technique I want to share with you, all of you, and I want you to use it going forward because it's very effective. It has found to be very effective. It's called the sandwiching technique. Because sometimes when we are providing feedback, we tend to jump straight into the negative part of it. And we don't realize some persons, based on their different personalities and how they are, they might take offense to it and might not want to provide you with a feedback at all or make any comments. So the sandwiching technique is where you start out with a positive, then you go into the negative, and then end with a positive. So, first of all, you're going to go ahead and you're going to commend the employee for the work that they have been doing, show them statistics, show them their months to date performance, how they have been doing through the company, show them, you know, I like that you are doing this, I like that you are doing that, you know, the customers are satisfied with this that you have been doing, and we see that, you know, some of the employees have come to adapt that because it's a good way to sell, you know. And then you will go into the negative part of it, let them know that, hey, this is what you need to improve on, because this is affecting the business in a certain way and it's affecting your performance, and we don't want to see that coming out, because it's going to affect everybody and the business on a whole. So you're going to the negative and then you end with a positive. Commend them, tell them that this is what we want to do going forward. Engage the employee, ask questions. What do you think? Show them the stats. Because sometimes they might, you know, there might be fall in sales. Show them the stats and say, okay, this is how you performed for last month. What do you think of your performance? What do you think your strengths are? What do you think your weaknesses are? Engage them in a conversation. So when you engage them in a conversation, then they would be comfortable to provide you with a feedback, to provide you with anything that they think that they, you know, they don't like or what they like. So the performance appraisal, that one-on-one session will go well, instead of you just jumping into everything and then at the end of it asking the employee, what do you think, do you have any feedback? They're not going to want to be comfortable to share. So going forward, I want all of you supervisors to try the sandwiching technique. Okay.
Sure. That sounds like a plan. Thank you. Oh, Jody, I'm so sorry. Kimisha and I, we have a hard stop. at 9:57. We have a one-on-one session scheduled to go through the quarterly appraisal with a staff.
Before we close this session, guys, I just want to commend you guys. You are doing a great job so far. You are wonderful supervisors and managers. You guys make the company going, keep the company going on a daily basis. We appreciate your work. Keep up the good work. And also a suggestion that we're moving into, because we have been in constant conversation or constant dialogue with the clients, and we have found that we're going to do some, awards for the employees that have been performing great, and also for the management team, the persons that are for performing great. At the end of it, I will be sending out some information to your email about this, and then we might have a second meeting about how to reward, or what different methods we're going to use to reward those who are doing well. So just look out for that, guys. Continue to do the great work, and remember the technique that I did share with you. Use it in your everyday sorry, lives, and you will never go wrong. All right, guys, take care now. And Natoy, please send me the email that I had requested earlier. Okay,
Sure, I will
Alright.
do it.
take care now, guys. Have a lovely day. Nice meeting with you.
Hi, you too.
Thank you.
Okay, you too.
Bye.
Hi, Jody. How are you doing? Welcome to our, quarterly appraisal meeting. How are you?
Well, I will be okay at the end of this meeting. I'm not sure. I saw the email that you guys sent regarding this meeting, and I'm like, what did I do?
Okay, this meeting, it's nothing to worry about, but for appraisal, quarterly appraisal, this is something that this is a process that we go through at XM. So every employee, we do quarterly appraisals for them. So it's basically the staff overall performance. We evaluate the performance of the staffs. We check to see if they are achieving all the goals and objectives that we here at XM set out for them. Check on their productivity, quality, attendance, everything. It's it's your overall performance. But just letting you know that I am getting some positive feedback from the supervisor. Yes, in regards to Jody, that you're doing so well. And I just want to encourage you. Yes, I just want to encourage you to continue to work hard, and continue to make us proud. So, right. So Kimisha will walk you through the appraisal process. So I will be just sitting in, observe, and providing feedback. And also I am requesting feedback from you as well as you go along. Take it away, Kim.
Hi, Jody. It's a pleasure having you here. And I just want to recommend you for all the excellent work that you have done. All right, and this review period is done from January 1st, 2021 to April 30th, 2021. And what we're here for is just to recommend and commend you on what you have done, and also to point out the areas for improvement. All right, so did the employee have any progressive disciplinary action within the last 3 months? During the last review period from April to January, there was no disciplinary action. Did the employee adhere to XM mission and value? Yes, you did. Was the employee recognized for any outstanding achievement for the past 3 months? So for the past 3 months, you did exceptionally well. You maintain a 90% average and above for your customer satisfaction score. And this is from January 1st to April 30th. You display a vast understanding of the knowledge and maintain a 95% and above average for resolving customer questions and also resolving issues that were brought
Excuse me,
forward.
Miss Cameron, I don't mean to cut you,
You maintain
but
a 90% average.
can I see
Sure.
the document? I'd love to
Go ahead.
see my performance. Is the document available for me to see?
I'll be more than happy to share this with you.
Thank you. Right now, I was sweating before this meeting, but those recommendations and all of that, that sweat, I'd love to see it.
No need to sweat, Jody. No need to sweat.
I
After
was literally sweating.
after the meeting, you will have this documentation because you will sign for it, and we will sign, and then you would have a copy, and we will place a copy on your file as well.
Okay. All right. No problem.
All right, and we will continue to state that if you adhere to all the security and health protocols that was set by XM, no, you have not 100% worked towards adhering to these security measures. It have been documented for a couple of times stated that you were wearing the mask incorrectly. Do you
Oh,
have anything to say?
yes. I am an asthmatic patient. I also struggle with anxiety disorder. So sometimes it gets really overwhelming, especially when the office is crowded and I have to be working the longer hours. Sometimes I don't get any breaks. Sometimes I feel like I'm literally stifling. I'm going to, you know, faint. So I have to like pull down the mask to allow, under my nose like this to breathe a little because I'm breathing in the same air and that's not healthy for me. So I even have a doctor's note to say that I'm asthmatic. So I can't. And the worst thing about it is that the AC is not working properly. So in the office it's so hot. I can't keep on the mask all day. You guys want me to die?
I do understand. And seeing that you stated that you have a doctor's note, what I would recommend you can bring that in also so we can have that placed on file for you. And what I'll go ahead and do, I will grant you permission to log a personal whenever need be, and you can take a 5-minute breather outside the office whenever you feel overwhelmed. Okay?
Okay, that sounds good. Thanks.
All right. So we'll have that noted and you can bring in the documents as well. All right.
Okay,
And we
sure.
also You're welcome. And did the employee achieve the sales goals of 10 radio of the sale goal of 10 radio headset within the 2 day span? And I must say, congratulations on being our top salesperson for the 2 day span. You did exceptionally well. And
You.
also, you're welcome. And I must commend your attendance and punctuality. You're always punctual. And if it is that you're unable to make it for your shift or is absent, you always notify us ahead of time and also provide us with the reason for your absence. All right, so we will go ahead and look at the attributes and the rating of your supervisor and or managerial team. So co-workers relations, they graded you saying that you were well respected, never hesitant to cooperate with other staff, and we recommend you on your work quality. You are above sale expectation and handle sales very well. And also, we want to recommend you on your work knowledge. We find that you have a full understanding of the sale procedures and handle complex sale without any hesitation. We also want to recommend you on the quality of your work. Your quality is above expectation, no supervision required, and you pay keen attention to details. We want to recommend you so much for that. And also, As you stated before, and we do understand why there was a breach in the healthy policy where you stated that you have this issue with your mask. However, for that rating, it was stated that it's a minimal issue with the policy, the company, and and that you understand them. So we will go ahead and have that adjusted and notify that we will go ahead and give you the opportunity to take your personal breaks whenever required. And for your overall performance rating, you did exceptionally well. I must recommend you. For this performer, you're consistently and you meet target and you take additional tasks and always ready and willing and you always volunteer. All right, so is there anything that you would like to say or any recommendation or any pointers that you have for us today?
Well, first of all, I want to thank you guys for swelling my head a little. I appreciate the commendations. I appreciate it very much. Thank you. But there's one thing. I appreciate you guys, patting me on the shoulder, giving me a pat on the back to say that I did a good work. But what about something tangible? Something that I can show my family members, something that I can put at my desk to remind myself, that I'm doing well so I can continue that. As the Jamaican saying, encouragement sweeten labor, you know. So something, tangible to go home with, to feel good in myself. I feel good, because you swell my head, but I will just remember this, but I won't get to see something, have something in my hand to say, yes, this is what the management of XM gave me for my hard work that I've put in. So that's it. And you guys need to fix the AC.
Okay, I'm happy that you brought that about and we're looking into the AC for you. And I'm happy that you brought the concern about having something tangible. Our managerial team was looking into that for our team. Now so I can give you an insight of what this contains. And we were speaking of it, stating that our team have been doing exceptionally well and our company is so proud of you guys. And we're looking into doing something that will recommend you guys and have a certificate of award, whether it's for performance, whether it's for punctuality, even if it is that you should move on or upgrade or to get another position, you would have that to enhance your credibility to get a new job, to get a raise, to get all that stuff. So we're looking into that for you. And also we give you more on the inside of that. And I'm happy that you brought that about and brought it to our attention as well.
No problem.
All right, Jody. As Kamisha mentioned, we did discuss, have a discussion in regards to rewarding top performers in our management meeting this morning. So think some rewards that we'll be looking at are, gift vouchers at Rapid, True Value, Fontana, Bashco, and Progressive Supermarket. And,
What about
those
Razor Pay?
that is in the making as well. But, we have to go through, processes for, to get raise approved. But look at it this way, Jody. If you get a Progressive voucher, you can buy a little food stuff, in the supermarket. So that's extra money for
Of
you.
course. I would be
Right.
grateful for it.
Right.
Oh,
So, we are looking at all those stuff. And
okay.
in regards to the AC, I do apologize for the inconvenience. I spoke with the guy who's in charge of the AC, and he'll be coming to address it tomorrow. So
Okay, great.
hopefully, you'll not be in any heat as of tomorrow. Right.
Thank you very much, Miss Stewart. I appreciate it.
Right. Thank you so much. Because at XM, our employees, they come first. We have to look out for our employees. If we don't have any employee, we don't have any business. So, we have to ensure that all our employees are comfortable. And,
Okay.
as I mentioned before, you're a good staff. And this was a very good review. And, I do appreciate you. Keep up, the good work that you're doing. And, I need you to, have a productive day. Enjoy your rest of your day. It was a
Thank
good
you. You
meeting.
too.
All right. Thank you. Bye, ladies.
Working